Jerusalem has grievously sinned, therefore she is removed. All that honored her despise her, because they have seen her nakedness. Yea, she sighs and turns backwards. Her filthiness is in her skirts. She remembered not her last end. Therefore she came down wonderfully. She had no comforter. O Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy has magnified himself. The adversary has spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things. For she has seen that the heathen entered into her sanctuary, whom you did command that they should not enter into your congregation. All her people sigh, they seek bread, they have given their pleasant things for meat to relieve the soul. See, O Lord, and consider, for I am become vile. Greetings, Iron Shops Iron, Ross reports. Headline of the time, beautiful day in Florida. It's quite brisk this morning, it's unusual. The climate has been warming. We're seeing more and more of these trails out there trying to block the radiation. Anyway, I want to report on ISIS. I got some more information. John Scary, you know, he gave a report yesterday on the climate, by the way, at the climate summit in Peru. What is being done? What is on the table? These people, you know, they're full of talk. They want to, you know, and down the line, they want to be remembered as somebody who tried to stand up to stop something. But they know damn well they're full in control, and their focus is not on the climate. Anyway, let's get real. Where's their focus? Well, they just passed a bill which included the authorization for the use of military force in the regions of Iraq and Syria and beyond. I believe it was John McCain that said he was going to lay down the floor if it didn't include some kind of measures on toppling Assad. So it's done. You know, when they go into these countries and they take the money, they take the loot, they take the weaponry, or a terrorist organization take the weaponry, it doesn't matter. Who's ever at the helm of the ship is going to control the direction of the fight. And so that is where they actually acquire the assets to fund these operations. But this is just more, you know, taxpayer money. It's going to come out of, you know, everybody's paycheck to fund this war that, quite honestly, could have been eliminated a long time ago. But again, they didn't want to be honest about the real objectives, which is silly, because it's more or less common knowledge now. And not only that, but the further objective of Iran. Because again, as long as Ismail has nuclear weapons, how could you not insist the other countries in the region acquire nuclear weapons as well? I mean, is not Ismail a threat? I mean, what have they done to the Palestinian people? Anyway. So they uploaded a video to social media purportedly showing an armed group in control of the Alfalfa village. Now you have to ask, why would they do that? I mean, why are they purposely uploading videos showing their locations when they know the military's coming in with drones and coming in with warplanes? So it goes back, if you watch these videos over the past several months, it goes back to the idea that this group doesn't even exist. ISIS, from the beginning, was just a fabricated idea to draw in a bunch of foreign fighters, and they all have different ideas in mind. Baghdadi's another wing of the fabricated design network that ensures to get the general consensus from the international public to turn this into a larger battle. In other words, it's demonizing the whole region. That's what it's doing. It's painting the whole region is just, you know, something that absolutely has to have international forces come in and redesign. And they want to redesign it into the capital common law system. That's their big push right now. That is the New World Order, if you call it that. Now, we don't have to get into anything about, you know, this whole, New World Order, 1775, because in all actuality, it's Satan that drives people in a direction if they choose to follow him. And it's Jah that drives people in the other direction, as the Bible spoke. Was lamentation. He was mourning for Jerusalem, for Israel, because he knew. He was mourning for Jerusalem, for Israel, because he knew of the direction that the people had chosen. It didn't mean that those people in their blood was a blood of Cain. It meant that those people had chosen a direction. The moment that we see this is the moment that we realize that we can really follow Jah's will. Getting back to ISIS. So, Rand Paul, he's another one that's standing up. He wants, to make sure that they're going to take the war to ISIS. As far as I can see, this guy has a different agenda than his father, although we don't really know what his father's agenda is. We know what he says his agenda is, but how many puppets are out there at this point? I mean, what do they really represent? I'm just saying, like, it's one thing if they get up and speak, and you have to acknowledge them for speaking at least. But what is being done? What is being done? What's the plan of action? I've been in business school, and when you write a business plan, you have to include some kind of plan of action. You can't just talk about the company, how great it's going to be, and how everybody's going to buy because of whatever reason you think they are. How are you going to be able to get that done? What are the steps that you're going to take to ensure success for that particular business or product? It's the same thing with the climate change. It's the same thing with this war on terror. What particular steps are you going to take? Don't just say we're going to go in there and degrade the thing. Just trust the command control. They've got it done until now, right? It's not working with the American people anymore.